Well, good morning. Thanks for joining Jonathan and Julie D in the morning. Good morning, Julie.
Grand Rising, Jonathan. Great to see you.
Yeah. Well, we actually had some snow out here in Kingman, Arizona
What?
yesterday.
Snow?
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
So,
Wow.
and boy, was it ever cold.
Yeah. I think I either need to turn up the volume on you or you need to turn up the volume on your side there. I'm not hearing you so well.
Well,
Oh,
I
that's
think
better.
mine's
That's better.
got it. All right.
Yeah. That sounds good.
So, anyways, got a bunch of stuff in the works today. Going down to get my good old diesel truck, get brand new air conditioning put in it today for the trip down to the border.
Mm,
And
nice.
we're going to be pulling out on Saturday. So, and we'll let you guys know where we're at on the border once we're there. So, it's going to
Awesome.
be quite the trip. We're probably going to make about probably 7 to 10 days out of this whole trip.
Wow. Okay. Good.
So, I got my Starlink in hand. I'm going to be taking that with me for my internet everywhere we're at.
Excellent.
And that way we shouldn't have any dead zones down there.
Good.
At least not like our last broadcast.
Right.
Yeah. Where you kept going, well, where's John? I think we
Yeah.
lost him again.
MIA.
But
Well,
anyways,
today was a wonderful day to wake up to. It is Prince Andrew's birthday, but it's also his arrest day. And
yeah,
so I'm very excited to share some information that just rolled out this morning, hot
yeah.
off
Happy
the
birthday there,
press.
Prince Andrew.
Yeah,
Going
real.
to a party in the county jail.
Exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get this thing shared here. We're going with Prince Andrew. This is from Benny, and I love their new counter. Check out their new counter.
All right. There we go.
Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? There we go.
There.
Prince Andrew today was arrested on his 66th birthday. Wow. He's in police custody right now. He was arrested in Strattingham, where he lives. Thames Valley Police held the 8th in line for the British throne. So again, he's in the line to be King of England for misconduct this morning. The Daily Mail was the first to reveal that plainclothes police carried in 6 unmarked vehicles, arrived in Wood Farm, where Andrew lives, at 8 in the morning. He was placed under arrest at 10 a.m. Detectives have been probing his conduct and trade envoy as a trade on after emails in the Epstein files suggested he shared confirmation with his pedophile friend, reports of his official visits and potential investment opportunities. Thames Valley spokesman said today, we have arrested a man in his 60s from Norfolk on suspicion of misconduct in public office. The force said the officers are searching his address, believed to be Wood Farm, where Andrew is exiled, and his address in Berkshire, likely the Royal Lodge in Windsor, where he lived for more than 20 years until this month. The man remains in police custody at this time. The force would not confirm where Andrew, who is celebrating his birthday today, has been taken. So wait a second, they're raiding castles? They're now raiding the castles of the king? Likely the Royal Lodge in Windsor. So they're raiding royal properties. Here are photographs of the plainclothes police officers. Here are their vehicles as they pulled up. These would be royal vehicles. The license plate blurred. Maybe that's where where Prince Andrew traveled because of Secret Service. Of course, you know this photo of Prince Andrew leering over a young woman, perhaps unconscious. I'm not sure. Her identity is kept a secret, but this young woman is laying prone on the floor, and Andrew is lurking over her. It's very disturbing, as is Virginia Roberts' accounts of what happened with Prince Andrew, how she was trafficked to him.
In London, I was so young. Keelan woke me up in the morning and said, "You're going to meet a prince today." I didn't know at that point that I was going to be trafficked to that prince. And then that night, Prince Andrew came to her house in London, and we went out to Club Tramp. Prince Andrew got me alcohol. It was in the VIP section. I'm pretty sure it was vodka. Prince Andrew was like, "Let's dance." Like, okay. And we leave Club Tramp, and I hop in the car with Ghislaine and Jeffrey. And Ghislaine said he's coming back to the house, and I want you to do for him what you do for Epstein. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that even royalty were involved.
Well, I mean, they have the photos, and now you have the corroborating evidence from one of Prince Andrew's friends, one of the closest allies of the royal family. This man's name is John Bryan. He was a close advisor to Prince Andrew, and here he is talking on hidden camera.
He was in the Navy. It was 250 days. I was really Epstein. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believed Andrew. And then I found out he was lying. I was so pissed. He tells me he was underage girls. That's not cool.
That he was effing underage girls. That man is one of the chief advisors for Prince Andrew, a guy who knows all of the dark secrets of the royal family, spilling his guts to probably a pretty young girl, frankly, right there on a James O'Keefe banger. Disturbing photos, again, show Prince Andrew on all fours, but it seemingly the arrest, and there's no explanation for these photos. I mean, again, is this girl passed out? Are they abusing this girl? I mean, she seems to be somewhat in peril. Very young girl. Prince Andrew lurking and leering over her. Very disturbing photos. Prince Andrew has already also in photos like this with Ghislaine and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Jeffrey Epstein trafficking victims. Goodness gracious. And here he is laying across their laps. Goodness, dude.
You know, Julie.
Plenty of
we've got
information that was shared with Jeffrey Epstein.
You kind of get the feeling they're all feeling the lasso around their necks.
They better.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another one I wanted to share as well. Let's see. I'm going to roll this back just a little bit and share this one.
Well, you look at how many Democrats right now are squealing as well. And
yeah,
I guess we'll see how many Republicans are going to start squealing.
Right? All right, I'm doing something wrong here. Hold on a second.
You're having one of
Okay.
my mornings, aren't you?
So
While
here's
Julie's
another
doing,
one.
while Julie's doing that, guys, we're going to be live again this evening with Richard Gage, 9/11, the final series 3 that we're doing. That'll start at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 Pacific. Hope you guys can tune in for that. Mr. Gage has done an outstanding job with his presentations, getting it out there of what really occurred on 9/11. So hope you guys can join in. Oh, and we figured out the mic issue, Julie.
We did?
Yep. So what? So you know how you got the echo when I'm talking only with
Yeah,
Richard?
right.
We don't have it on anything else. It's something in the software of his video that he's playing
Okay.
that when I go to talk, it creates an echo as well. It must be some kind of a sound extra, almost like a booster or something that does it.
Mhm.
But other than that,
Interesting.
because we also noticed when I did my introduction of him, we had no echoes. So
Curious.
yep. So if you go back
Wow.
and listen
All
to
right.
that, you won't hear an echo one when I'm doing my read off and introduction of him up until he's already got his video going.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Anyways,
Oh, that makes
at least we figured out the problem. It's not our studio; it's his software.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And it looks like we got our restream issue resolved as well.
And
So,
yoo-hoo!
yay. Okay, we're going to watch this gal for a couple minutes. Today's episode's going to be a little short because of other things happening in the world for us, but we'll get this baby going right here for you.
We're going to probably keep today about 30 minutes, folks. I do got to go down and get a brand new air conditioning put in my diesel truck. I'm taking on the road trip, and I don't want to be down on the border without AC. Trust me, it's already in the 80s, high 80s down
Ooh,
there.
so not snowing down there.
And that's not snowing down there, no ma'am.
Okay, I did want to preface this with I don't know if folks realize, but we as human beings can actually listen faster than we speak. So this is one of the reasons why I like to put things on 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed. So I believe I've got this baby at
London
1.25
Fashion Week
speed.
today. Who knows if he'll show up to that? This is an extraordinary story, Caleb. This is one that it's the biggest story in the world right now, that a member of the royal family, 8th in line to the throne, is now under arrest by police forces here in Britain and is being spoken to by them. Whether he'll be released later today, we'll wait and see. We know he's up in Norfolk, in the north of the country, because he was told to pack his suitcases and get out of Windsor and Royal Lodge by his brother, who stripped him of all his titles back in October. But this is an extraordinary story, and royal family are now living a real nightmare, because if we see Andrew in court, can you imagine the world's media descending on London or the UK to report on this extraordinary development today? Caleb, this is a massive story.
Exactly right, Sophie. I just wonder, I mean, you say it is so extraordinary, and it truly is. Is there any comparison to anything else that has ever happened to the royal family, or is this truly without precedent?
So, Freya, I was just listening to the British commentators here, who are clearly the experts on the royal family in the media here, talking about it, saying that nothing of this level, definitely in modern times, has ever happened where a member of the royal family is taken into police custody like this. Now, we saw those multiple vehicles rock up to Sandringham's estate about 8 a.m. Who knows if Andrew is even up and about, but he certainly must be, have been concerned about this, because every day, every newspaper, every media outlet is covering the allegations that continue to be leveled against him. And not forgetting, he also paid out that $12 million settlement to deceased mother, Virginia Giuffre. With those allegations, he's always denied no wrongdoing, but this story is just extraordinary.
Sophie, it's only in the very last couple of days that the King and then Prince William and Kate put out statements saying the victims are the only people we're thinking about. William and Kate, that they were aware of things about the Epstein files and they were very upset about them. Do you think those statements were released knowing that this was coming, or do you think this arrest today would have taken the royal family completely by surprise?
Oh, James, they'd have to be living under a rock if this took by surprise. There has been so much pressure on police to take swift action, particularly after the claims with the former disgraced UK ambassador to the UK, Peter Mandelson, Lord Peter Mandelson. He lost his job recently over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. But there is now a huge amount of interest, as you can imagine, not just on the story itself, but what does King Charles do now? Because this is implicating his role as king. And now he's going to have to address this. And a lot of the commentary here in the UK has been, should the royal family front the media? Should he do a televised address and address the situation at hand? Because at the moment, he has not spoken publicly about this. He's been heckled at events. We've spoken about this on your program before, but this is going to be very difficult for him to be out in public now knowing that his brother has been arrested.
Well, there's a strong argument, is there, that the king has to do something. Because, of course, if you think back to the death of Princess Diana, for instance, that put the royal family in a serious quandary and was at its lowest point that it had been in a very long time. Of course, that recovered and the Queen recovered from that. The royal family is now facing, in all of the polls out of the UK, its hardest time in a very long time. Confidence in the monarchy is down. Belief that a monarchy is required is down. And I think the only member of the royal family who's ever been convicted of a crime is Princess Anne, and that was because her dog attacked a child or something. I think she was fined for speeding at some point as well. So this is one of the most serious problems the royal family has ever faced. And there's an argument to say if the king does not come out now, it could well be the downfall or lead to a serious loss of confidence in the monarchy itself.
Well, there's no doubt, Caleb, that the monarchy's popularity here in the UK, which is always relatively high, has taken a hit lately. There's been polls out by pro-Republican groups that have commissioned surveys showing that the popularity is waning. But this is extraordinary. If this in court, and we have Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the former Duke of York, the closest brother, the closest sibling, one of the closest siblings to King
Julie, it's
Charles,
probably what
to now
it'll probably be just like what the
confronting
Catholics
a
do. They're
court,
going to sweep it all under
potentially
the rug.
facing jail time. I mean, this is just remarkable, but there is a lot of blame being put here by the British press that the late Queen Elizabeth, we know that Prince Andrew was her favourite child. Many reports do enough. And what did the royal family know at the time of what Andrew was doing? We don't know that. That will all come out. But I would expect that we will hear from the king in the coming days. He has to address this. It is too big to ignore.
All right. Too big to ignore, you think?
Well, wonder how long before they say off with the head.
Yeah, well, it'll be the people that have to say it, unfortunately.
Yep.
It's a hot mess.
So this is just.
I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged with one.
Yeah, this just keeps getting deeper and deeper. But here's the thing. See, here's a good point. Over in the UK, they can make arrests.
Mm-hmm.
Where's our arrest?
Right. That's what, Benny brought that up. He's like, okay, now we need to do it here in the U.S. And that's true. Yeah.
Oh,
we're waiting. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. We're still waiting.
Yeah. So I'm going to be down in Yuma with Daniel Gutierrez. We're going to be out and about down there on Saturday and Sunday. And we're going to be from there over to the Britton farm as well. Stephen Thomas is coming on this trip with Loaded Gun Copy. Good. Oh, by the way, folks, this is part of Stephen Thomas's awesome gear. That's Loaded Gun Copy logo right here. Wrong side.
There you go. On your breastplate area.
And then you got the flag. Gosh dang it. It's different when you're looking into the camera. You got the flag right there. And then on the back, I don't know if you folks can all see it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's cool. Yep.
That's just part of their gear. So this morning I'm going to promote my good friend Stephen Thomas, Loaded Gun Copy, out of Lake Havasu, Arizona. So if you guys scan the QR code right there, they got great Patriot gear, hats, shirts, coffee mugs. I mean, you name it, they've got it in their storefront. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, they got the best freaking copy out there. And I swear by it. I'll be saying it gets me motivated in the mornings, I'm telling you. because this morning,
Yeah, because you were looking like nothing till you started drinking your
well,
coffee.
I was death whelmed over this morning. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
You
a
know,
little bit.
yesterday
Yeah,
I
a
put
little.
in over 14 hours into the studio on 4 different talk
Wow.
shows. Um, and by
Awesome.
the end of the fourth one, I just like, I'm so done. Day's over.
Yeah.
Day's
Yep.
over.
Yep. Yep. Put a fork in you. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And but we just got a lot.
That's a lot.
And then with all the stuff getting prepared for my trip down to the border, um, just got all this stuff we're trying to do at the last second. My diesel mechanic just called me this morning, said, get the truck over. He'll get it squeezed in for an emergency. B&B
Sweet.
Auto out of Kingman, Arizona. Supposed to be the best diesel
Beautiful.
mechanics around. So we're going to help promote those guys as well. Just awesome
Sweet.
patriot-owned business.
Cool.
So
Excellent.
for all you guys' diesel needs, go on down and see B&B Automotive here in Kingman, Arizona. They're just outstanding company. And then other than that, we just have so we're going to be at the um, the Britton Farm as well down in Yuma. So we're going to end up once we get done at the Chilton Ranch, and we're in the border there. Plus, we're picking up our surveillance cameras from on the Chilton Ranch because
All
we've got
right.
all kinds of cameras all over that ranch. So you got to keep in mind, it's over. It's miles and miles and miles long ranch that
Wow.
they
Yeah.
have down there. It's actually, I believe it's the biggest, possibly the biggest ranch here in Arizona that he has.
Oh, wow.
But it goes all the way right to the border wall, almost. So if you look at
Okay.
some of our videos we've done in the past, you'll see where the humanitarian aids right through the big hole in the wall had all the tents and all that crap set up over there. That was actually on the Chilton Ranch. He owned that ranch.
Wow.
So right across the border road there, where they were setting up their camp, that's actually the beginning of the Chilton Ranch as well. But then
Okay.
you go back many many miles, and there's his home and all that. But that's where the cartel just keeps going through, going through. So we're going to pick up our surveillance footage from that, see how many cartel thugs have still been going through there.
They're coming through on a regular basis. Yeah.
And then again, we got military there now, down there on the same border.
We're
So
confirmed on that.
we are 100% confirmed on that.
Awesome. Beautiful.
And then also we'll be.
And this is not just National Guard. This is active duty Army. Yes.
This is your actual army. So not your weekend warriors that get up there and go, oh my god. Yeah. Oh,
Don't make fun of the National Guard,
well,
Jonathan.
yeah, but
We have our purpose, but
yeah,
I know what you're saying. These guys have been, wearing the uniform
yeah.
full time for a
In
long
other words,
time,
these boys are used to whatever arises, they call to it right then and there.
Yeah.
Nothing against our National Guard guys, so don't beat up on me this morning.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I said that, Julie, what was it? Was it last year when we came across the National Guard guys down there? There was one of the National Guardsmen. He had his back turned to the wall, right to a hole in the wall. Nobody else around. Now, but if the cartel wanted, they could have easily just walked on up, slit his throat, and said, "Have a nice day," and continued on the Mexico side.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's why when you see me in that video down in Yuma telling those soldiers, keep in mind the cartel's been known to take shots down here, and then all of a sudden they were like,
Getting a little nervous.
because it's true, and and if you don't. If you have the knowledge and you don't share it, and something happens to one of those guys, then I would have felt in the wrong for not sharing it.
Sure.
And that's why I told him to contact Sheriff Wilmot as well down there in Yuma, and he could tell him exactly what I was telling him. So, but yeah, other than that, we just got a lot of border coverage we're going to be covering. We're going to be back on some back trails. That's why I'm taking the big 4x4 with me. We're going to be on some back trails where it's known for the cartel. Matter of fact, one of the spots we're going to go check out and see if the cartel camp is still there that we know about.
Okay.
We actually took Al Jazeera News in there almost, I think it was 2 years ago. So Al Jazeera,
Years now.
yeah,
Yeah.
Al Jazeera News came following us. We were probably about a half mile from the camp, and we're coming in, and all of a sudden, the whole air filled with the smell of death. And then we roll up on the camp, and we get out. Here's Al Jazeera News right behind us, and their film crew, and they come on up on us, and they're like, "Oh my God, what's that smell?" And I said, "Well, that's the smell of death," and I knew what it was. So we hiked back in, not even at 8th mile, back into the camp right there, and sure enough, we found the dead smell. So over in 3 points, not to change the subject, but I've got to explain this. So over at 3 points at the Chevron gas station, not far from this camp, maybe not even 2 miles. It's a Chevron right there, and everybody had up on the bulletin board right there. Our dogs are missing. Our dogs are missing. Anybody seen our dog? And sure enough, we came across their dogs. All right, they're all butchered right in that camp.
Wow.
And I'm
Wow.
talking a lot of dogs.
Wow.
So the cartel would, skin them, put them on the campfire, and cook them up. Because they don't care. It's meat. So, so we're going to go check out that camp as well while we're down there. I want to see if that's been recently active. My understanding from one of my intel guys down there, he said it looked like there's been fresh fires right there.
Fresh fires.
So, yeah, and some footprints, but not very many. And reason why you never hardly find any footprints because these guys wear what they call carpet shoes that they slip over their shoe.
Okay.
So when they're walking across the desert, it doesn't leave footprints.
Right. Wow.
But they always screw up, and if you look hard enough, you can find something.
You can find something. Absolutely. Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
We're going to check out a lot of that area. We might even spend a couple of days in the Tucson, maybe even 3 or 4 days. We'll see how it goes, depending upon the action. Okay. And then from there, we're going to head up to Yuma. And keep in mind, we're going to have our cameras, folks, pretty well running live the whole time.
Right.
So whatever happens down there happens. It's going to be live feed to you guys. So if we're getting shot at, I guess the world sees us getting shot at.
Yeah, well, and we're praying. We're going to pray that you do not get shot at. We're just down there for documentation purposes. Not to incite anything and just observing. So we're going to put a huge, huge bubble of prayer and protection around you and the team. And everything's going to be fantastic.
Definitely wouldn't be the first time where we're going, oh, incoming.
Yeah.
Anyways, but regardless of what, we're going to go ahead and be doing all the coverage. We're going to let the cameras roll. We got Mr. Chilton, talked to him yesterday, had a great conversation with him. He's looking forward to seeing us. He's like, John,
I bet.
I'm so happy you're coming. Yeah.
Yay.
But,
good.
The Chiltons have turned out to be damn good friends. I'll tell you what. They're just,
sounds like it.
They have almost like a red carpet for us when we pull up.
Fabulous. Well, yeah, you're helping them tremendously with all those cameras and support and, just awareness that they are even out there and been fighting this for a long time.
Well, what still pisses me off, Julie, and I'm just going to say this, when we picked up our footage here last year, we provided it over to Jim Jordan out of D.C. That was us over in Sierra Vista. It was a big meeting they did. Daniel Gutierrez was there with me and some other stuff. But we provided probably over 1,000 hours of footage. And I'm talking where it was cartel going in and out, fully armed, backpacks, day and night. The footage showed it all. And it's like, what the hell? Why the hell did they not do anything with that footage?
Mm-hmm.
This is disturbing for me.
Is this 2 years ago? Was this 2 years ago, you say?
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
All right. So Trump wasn't back in at that time, right?
It doesn't matter. Jim Jordan is
I
supposed to
agree,
always
but
be
I'm just
click,
making
click, click on top of
observations.
shit. Yeah.
Hmm.
But here's the thing, we have spent, and I'll say it, we have ourselves have spent thousands of hours on the border, just our crew, you know,
Right.
and it can be so frustrating at times when you've got corrupt border patrol agents you've got live footage of and their corruptness and what they're doing. We got evidence of cartel going right through the Chilton Ranch, cutting their water lines to the ranch for the cattle.
Wow.
Dead where they kill off one of his cattle, cut out a couple of big chunks of meat, and leave the rest of the cow they're just laying to rot.
Oh
You got to
God.
keep in mind, folks, the whole beef nowadays. You're looking at thousands of dollars per beef, per
Oh
beef.
sure. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and if
Yeah.
you're losing, 30 cows a year, times a couple thousand, that's $60,000-$70,000 a
That,
year that you're losing
right.
just in
Right.
meat.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the Chiltons. There's other ranchers there as well that have gone through complete hell.
Hmm.
So this time, I think I'm going to see if Mr. Chilton can get it set up with some of the other ranchers where we can coordinate a meeting amongst all of us and see how our teams can actually go in and help all the ranchers out there and be a
Fabulous.
part of it and help. Because these ranchers here over the last couple of years, with the cartels and what they've done to the ranches, some of those guys almost went belly up, Julie. You know, and
So sad.
we're talking about fourth, fifth generation ranchers,
Yeah.
and about put them under. Um,
Wow.
so, but again, we're going to do all we can for the Chilton Ranch as well with him. We're going to be up there if he's got water lines and stuff that he fixed. Part of our team will be there to help him with that.
Great.
Um, that'll work because again, he's up in his 80s. Him and Sue are.
Wow. Yeah.
You'd never know it though. Good old Sue Chilton. When you guys see Sue on Sunday or Monday, you're probably going to die laughing. She's a riot. I mean, that gal is a firecracker.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, the one time they actually had the cartel get inside their home, and Mrs. Chilton just,
Oh my.
the shotgun and all the shit, and says, "I'll give you water. Here you go. Here's your water. Now go."
Yeah.
But
Wow.
the cartel respected her too, because she wasn't backing down.
Good.
Um,
Good.
but then
Well, looks
again,
like we're about at 30 minutes here. So I know you got to get your day going.
well, anyways, back to what I was saying real quick.
Sorry.
So you guys are gonna love the Chiltons. These guys are both a riot, and they're just very honorable people, good Christian people, And they're the kind of people that would give their shirt off their back, even though they have been pretty much screwed over by the cartel and the government for not protecting them.
Yeah.
There are still very caring people that have helped out so many in that community.
Good.
So, you know, it's people like that that make me have hope for this world. Um, but then again, on the other hand, we got to look at it this way: people like them, like some of us, we're a dying breed. And that's the way I look at it.
True.
It's
Yeah.
it's not God help this next generation, Julie. I mean it. God help it.
Yeah.
And if we don't see a change now, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't want anybody young taking care of me when I get up way up in my age. I'll fend for myself. All right, guys, I've got to get down to the diesel mechanic this morning. Go get my air conditioning done, and then we'll be on the road. Stay tuned for tonight, Richard Gage 9/11 final series we're doing, and again that's 7 Mountain Time, 6 Pacific. Hope you guys can tune into that. And then we have had also a couple other people with shows that's on our news channel now. The Jim Price Show.
Right.
He's on Your News Arizona Channel 24 on Q Broadcast, which is our channel. So he's on there Monday through Friday now. And then we also have Lucretia Hughes coming on
Nice.
Channel 24. She's got a big talk show on
Excellent.
social media. and I've known
Great.
she's actually done some coverage with me when I was live on the border.
Awesome.
So I thought I'd bring her aboard. And then we got
Beautiful.
eventually we're going to have our whole channel filled up 24 hours a day with broadcasts, including our broadcast. So, but I guarantee you one day, there's no way in hell we're going to be able to broadcast 24 hours a day ourselves.
Right. No, we need a lot of help.
Yeah. So any of you guys, any of you podcasters,
Yeah.
podcasters out there, if you're interested in being on television, Q Broadcast Channel 24, which is Your News Arizona, give us a call, 928-385-4738, or email us at yournewsarizona@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll sit down with you, go over, talk with you. And as long as we all are a good fit, then we'll be happy to bring you aboard.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Okay, Julie, we'll be live again this afternoon, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
So all you guys out there, be safe. God bless you guys. Enjoy your Thursday already.
It's always a Thursday. All day.
Enjoy your Thursday, folks, and then we'll see you guys live again this evening.